Today, 10th October, we commemorate the 20th anniversary of World Day Against the Death Penalty. We would like to call on all countries and individuals to respect the most fundamental human right, the right to life. It is a day to take stock of the global situation of the death penalty, the successes achieved by the abolitionist movement of states and civil society, while noting the challenges of a punishment which is cruel, inhuman, and degrading. As of today, 112 countries have abolished the death penalty for all crimes, with 9 countries having abolished it for ordinary crimes, whilst retaining it for times of war. Since the last World Day Against the Death Penalty until today, countries including Sierra Leone, Kazakhstan, Papua New Guinea, Central African Republic have abolished the death penalty, while most recently Equatorial Guinea has ended capital punishment in its penal code, but retained it in its military code. In Zambia and Malawi, there are promising signs that the countries are moving away from the death penalty. In 2021, at least 18 countries carried out executions, many of whom carry out executions secretly and away from public scrutiny. In most, if not all countries, many of those persons under sentences of death are those from disadvantaged economic backgrounds, from socially marginalized sections of society. For instance, in India, over 70% of people sentenced to death are from vulnerable economic backgrounds, while in the United States, over 90% of people on death row are economically vulnerable. The same vulnerabilities extend to women who face the death penalty. According to known data, there are currently at least 500 women under sentence of death in the world, and several hundred others have been executed in the last 10 years. Although significantly fewer women are executed than men, the women on death row often come from backgrounds of high vulnerability, socioeconomic hardship, and illiteracy. They face variables of violence, exploitation, discrimination, or even trafficking, which are rarely considered when a woman is sentenced to face the death penalty. Moreover, they face social stigma and family rejection while awaiting the execution of their sentence. Additionally, people with economic difficulties are socially discriminated, do not have adequate access to education, which also implies that they are not sufficiently aware of their rights or of the legal process. The possibilities of being convicted and in danger of being executed are higher when defendants lack economic power or are socially disadvantaged or have limited access to education. In Bangladesh, a study conducted in 2019-2020 showed that 80% of prisoners facing death penalty had not graduated from the secondary school level. The abolition of the death penalty is intrinsically linked to the human rights aspect of the Sustainable Development Goals that underline the eradication of discrimination, which could be immensely helped by ending poverty, by ensuring access to adequate healthcare and education for all, while achieving gender equality and guaranteeing that the rule of law, due legal process is available to all persons under sentence of death. A world that is death penalty free is a world that will provide better respect, protection, and fulfillment of SDGs. Thank you.